That's how we do it. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Happy Monday, boys and girls. I'm Kevin Pereira.
And I'm Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
On the old program today, Jason Ritter is here live to talk about surviving alien conspiracies
So
in the
excited.
event. I think they're aliens. They might be.
So excited.
Then prepare for today's Ode to Weird Boners and WTF. We're going to dive into the wet look fetish, starring people who love to submerge themselves in water or other stuff while fully clothed.
Sounds
I
interesting,
could
Kevin.
Go on.
You like that one, don't ya?
What? That looks like a Nickelodeon
something
promo.
slime.
Yeah, like,
In orange.
you can't say that on
Orange
television.
slime.
What was that?
Plus, when Blair Herter heard the new Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue was going to be in 3D, he jumped on a plane to Vegas to thank the creative director in person.
I bet he did.
Glad to see it for himself. And we're reviewing a rugged Olympus DSLR in Gadget Prime. You can splash it, get it dirty, and it still won't get out on you.
I think it's rugged. You should be wearing chaps and driving a Harley. But first, did you kids turn in your permission slips? Did you?
Because we are going on a field trip around the net.
And number 5, today we have a clip from the Israeli edition of the ultra-voyeuristic reality show Big Brother.
Let's see what happens when we introduce a Snooki lookalike, a little person, and a PlayStation Move into a controlled environment.
זה המליטת. תלחצי איקס. רגע, יש לך מכת מחץ.
Hold on. Boom. Yeah. She was just playing the Chris Brown tracks on Dance Central. That's a totally valid
so
move.
bad.
That's how you get 5 stars.
That's so bad.
I keep a PlayStation Move controller by the bed in case I need to correct my lady in the middle of the night.
Do.
I'm like, oh, gaming
I wouldn't
session.
doubt that,
Marathon.
Kevin. You're so mean.
What? Oh, I'm a terrible human being.
Now we finally have concrete proof that video games do cause regular-sized person on little person violence.
To be fair, it's Big Brother, so we're lucky that the controller didn't end up somewhere much worse.
Like where?
You know, like the scene in Total Recall when he's pulling the tracking marble out of his nose? That's what the Move bulb looks like when it's coming out of the bed. So I've been told.
TMI.
YouTube keeps deleting all the videos I upload, so the world will never see this.
Thank God. Today's number 4 item is an example of what passes for news reporting these days.
Yeah, the
okay?
news team at Boston's... I'm fine. At Boston's,
What's going on back here?
Nothing. I had my phone on. Tiny Wings wants to be played.
Oh, God.
The news team at Boston's Fox 25 may have drifted away from the classic journalism of Murrow and Cronkite, but they certainly know how to use attention-getting footage to pull in the male demographic. Yeah, let's see what I mean.
500 men participated in the German study. Half of them were told to refrain from looking at a woman's breast for 5 years. The others were told to ogle them daily. The study found out that the men who stared at breasts more often showed lower rates of heart problems, a lower resting heart rate, and lower blood pressure. The authors of the study recommend that men stare at breasts for 10 minutes a day.
That's a pretty interesting study.
10, that's my
That
favorite, for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Candace, a spider! Oh, God, my heart is racing so bad I can't even read the prompter right now. If there's only something I could do to calm myself down, that would be really cool because...
Kevin, here. Look at my boobs. There you go. Good.
Hey, 10 minutes a day.
All right, buddy.
All right, we're good. All right, we can lose the spider. Thanks, guys.
We did it.
How are Mondays at your job?
Let's cover these bad babies up.
Home. And at number 3, we have the latest dance craze to hit Japan.
Hopefully. Hopefully it will not cross onto American soil. Yay.
想要我们电玩想要参加看完全不一样的真正的女子高中天团，就在我们美景世界的舞台上
No, that kind of hurt.
But that's the worst strip club in the world.
Yeah, but it's the best one in Japan, so don't
God.
take away what they have, all right?
Those poor guys. And at number 2 today, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Are we officially over it as a people? He was you streaming.
He was what?
It was you streaming. Also, I was at an event on Saturday. People showed up late and they're like, "I'm sorry, Charlie Sheen on Ustream. We had to tune in."
You were at an event.
We as a
on
society
Saturday?
are crumbling.
You were at an event
I had a
on
thing.
Saturday?
I had a thing to do with
What
some
thing?
people.
What thing?
I had a little gathering.
Oh,
little thing.
that's interesting.
Little
'Cause
Spartacus
I don't think
cosplay.
I was invited.
Huh? What?
I don't think I was invited.
I sent you the invite like 3 times.
He didn't. He didn't. He's a liar. He's in big trouble.
I'm actually not going to try to invite her. But let's talk about Charlie Sheen here, because you know what's
Okay.
really winning?
What?
Mashing up Sheen's recent sound bites with footage from George Lucas's 1977 space classic, Star Wars.
The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this. When they hear you've attacked a diplomat...
I'm done. It's on. Bring it. As I say, there's a new sheriff in town, and he has an army of assassins. Oh, we must speak of the Vatican assassins, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
If you infiltrate and try to hurt my family, I will murder you violently. The loser winning.
Lord Vader, the battle station plans are not aboard this ship, and no transmissions were made.
Duh, we work for the Pope. We murder people. This is me not on drugs, bro. The first one's free, the next one goes in your mouth.
That's not where we're supposed to put the lightsaber. That's impressive. I mean, to find a way to make Darth Vader look like an even bigger dick, that is impressive.
Well, that's what happens when you pump a half cybernetic Sith Lord full of tiger
No, don't finish. No, we start over on that one. That's a good one. That's a gold one. No. Let me take that one again. Do I need to calm you down? No?
Yes.
You're good? Get in there. All right.
Okay.
The drinking bird motion, that is a lawsuit. Boy, they found a way to make Darth Vader an even bigger dick. Can you believe that?
You know what?
Cut to Candace Bailey and...
That's what happens when you pump a half cybernetic Sith Lord full of tiger blood and winning.
Yeah! Bam! Still ahead. Conga line!
Our number 1 ATN goes to the dogs after the break. It's my favorite.
Today's ATN featured a group of Japanese men getting in sync. Those sweet moves have it all: passion, intensity. Now they need a name. So tell us, what is the title of this dance? Tweet us your responses at AOTS #OMGROFLOL. If your response gives us happy feet, we will feature it on Friday's show.
I was just told that it is in fact Monday. So today's number 1 item needs to be something extra special, I think. You gotta start the week off right. Know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah!
Kevin, how does a 7-dog bicycle conga line sound? Oh, yeah. This is my favorite of all time, I think.
Stop it.
I love it.
Okay, it is pretty cool. But
Of course it's pretty cool. It's great.
I think my conga line is a little better. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
I didn't think we were allowed to have dogs on set.
Oh, we're not. We're not. Interns! It's great. Thank you very much. Guys? Okay, great.
Are you
Dustin?
kidding me?
Brody?
Kevin, are you serious?
Brendan? Guys? Yeah, all interns. Great. I mean, they have to enjoy it. It's mandatory. I mean, they can't say no.
Please, miss, kill us.
Kevin!
Yeah. Hey, less talking, more conga. Sell it. Put some spice in it.
are you doing?
Hold on. Mass comm major, mass comm major, mass comm major. Somebody's nephew, I think, and mass comm major. I mean, it's awesome. That's so awesome.
I can't believe you did that.
They're going to be paying off those loans forever.
I was a comm major.
Man, there is nothing to do. Oh my God, I am so bored. Ah! So yeah, your face is pretty soft. We need to get out of here. Anything? No, the otter isn't working. We never come up with good ideas on the otter. Well, what else can we do? We could do something that isn't stupid. Let's just set some fires or something. We always set fires. I know. Let's visit Triangle Man. Hey, Triangle, are you home?
I'm a triangle.
Whoa! Wow! Yeah, the boring triangle. We want the one who isn't terrible.
Aw, but I'm fun.
No! No, you are not! Whoa, my face is soft.
Yeah, triangular. I just surfed around the world. Ah!
What are you doing? I have no idea. I have no idea. Everyone, onto the otter. Great, now we're kidnappers. I'm sorry, I was just so bored. I know. I'm still totally bored.
I can feel my triangular awesomeness leaking out of my face.
I stole a pack of gum once.
Nobody cares, Triangle Lady. Listen, let's just drop them into a ravine and then light off a bunch of fireworks inside a church or something. That sounds lame, but whatever.
Hey,
What the?
am I cool yet?
Did you eat part of Triangle Man?
Now he's a part of me forever.
That is hilarious. Why did we never think of eating people? Oh my God, our whole week is set.
Yay, I'm awesome. No.
And into the ravine.
The flying otter is the new Falcor, I think, is what we just learned.
It reminded me of, Never-Ending Story, but we were just saying that. Cool, got it. Yeah! All right, great conversation there.
Did you just take a bite out of Triangle Man? What happened?
Now he'll be with me forever!
Now, most people only submerge themselves in water to bathe, swim, or evade detection during a badass Navy SEAL mission, right?
But now you're about to see some people who use water for sexual gratification. You're welcome.
Who doesn't love a wet t-shirt contest? The wet hair, the water-soaked tees, the more than occasional nipple slip? Come on, I know I love them. But some people out there take the wet look to a whole nother place of obsession. Don't worry, we'll say it for you. What the It's called the wet look fetish, a sexual fascination with getting wet, particularly while fully clothed. From wearing jeans in a bathtub to sporting jackets in the pool, these fetishists simply enjoy the feel of wetness. And to that point, denim and nylon-based clothes are the most common apparel to submerge in because they easily soak water. Some people will go to great lengths for their wet fix, so far as to dip in the lake or bathe under waterfalls in the river. All with their clothes on, of course. Wet look is in fact a subcategory of the wet and messy fetish, also known as wham, where enthusiasts take pleasure in pummeling through mud, playing with foam, and partaking in food fights. Many psychologists claim this behavior stems from childhood, where the fetishists may have developed a comfort zone for messy activities, like eating with their hands or playing with paint. Which sort of explains why some wet look enthusiasts have a liking for, well, peeing themselves. On the web, wet look content is abundant, with dozens of dedicated channels on YouTube like Wet Camelin and Wet Soldier. And there are even more official websites like wetlookworld.com, where you can watch fully clothed models showering for $23 a month. So whether you truly enjoy bathtub sinkers or you just love the weight of damp jeans on your legs, go ahead, get wet. Just don't mind us when we ask, what the f***? The part that I truly still don't get is how, like, the people that are paying for sex online are the ones that are paying for videos where there's no actual sex. And that is just, that's the most...
$23 a month.
Right? Like, fully...
Yeah,
I got a foot cam if you want to make some side money.
It doesn't do it for me.
I don't get. All right, still ahead. Blair Herter checks out the high-tech upgrade to this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
And later, Jason Ritter from the event will be here live. Will he reveal the truth about aliens?
Will he? Will he?
Only one way to find out.
How?
What happens next?
This guy's hosting his very own slam dunk contest. So what happens next? Does he make the dunk and then kick his friend in the face? Does he backflip onto his head after holding onto the rim too long? Or does he break the backboard and fall on his ass? Find out when we return.
Yeah, I found that some girls get intimidated by a guy who rocks a high-octane machine between his legs. And no, I'm not talking about the speeder bike, ladies.
Galactic Encounters. What happens next?
This guy's hosting his very own slam dunk contest. So what happens next? Does he make the dunk and then kick his friend in the face? Does he backflip onto his head after holding onto the rim too long? Or does he break the backboard and fall on his ass? And sadly, that was their only hoop. So basketball season is now officially canceled.
All right, stop. Twitter time. You want to read one?
Yeah, D. Matthews 09. So if I do 10 minutes a day, I think he's talking about the boobs.
Yeah.
Eat chocolate and drink red wine. Does this mean I'll live to 100?
It does, actually. Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
It's proven.
You won't have to worry about an aneurysm either. There will be no blood left north of the neck region. You'll be totally good to go.
You'll be calm.
Thanks for helping the kids out with their 10 minutes today, too.
Yeah,
That was very
no
nice
problem.
of you.
No problem.
Speaking of Imitation Jesus,
I'm always happy to give a cleavage shot.
Imitation Jesus says the camera operator helped us out, helped men improving their heart health. Thank you. Thank you. So, kudos, good sir. We do what we can here.
Your tweets have pleased the gods.
Yes, more specifically, the gods of free stuff. You'll all get a copy of professional DJ software Tractor Pro. Wicca, wicca, what? It has 4 playback decks, beat detection. It runs on Windows and Mac.
Boom! Suck it, Linux.
Oh!
I finally got to say it.
Yeah, you nailed it, too. Nice.
If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS.
Someone's launching Pine to send you an angry email right now.
I'm sure. Always.
We'll do this code later. Linux is actually a very vastly superior operating system. Mac is based on whatever.
Candace, might you be interested in a spot of news?
Yes, quite. Oh, and yellow. Please feed us.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Right now, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Monday, March 7th, and here are your top stories. If you've been to GeoHot's website to learn about hacking your PS3, Sony is looking for you. Watch out. A federal judge recently approved a subpoena request from Sony that will force YouTube, Google, Twitter, and Bluehost to cough up any information regarding prolific PS3 hacker George Hotz, aka GeoHot. That means anyone who accessed his website, commented on his blog, downloaded tools to hack their PS3, or even watched one of his videos on how to do so are now a target for Sony, with possible legal repercussions. There's no indication of what the legal action would be, but Sony has previously threatened to sue anyone who posted GeoHot's tools. So it might be time to trade in that PS3 for an Xbox, guys. A wave of malware infected the Android OS last week, and it got so bad that Google had to activate a kill switch. Ooh, the so-called kill switch allowed. It is. It makes it sound like that. I mean, you can try with me. Ooh, okay. The so-called kill switch allowed Google to remotely access Android users' phones and remove or replace the infected software without even the users knowing. While Google has previously discussed the switch before, they've never had to deploy the measure to this extent. And even though Google used the switch to remove malware, it raises a lot of questions about security and privacy issues. But as long as they keep their hands off my Angry Birds, that's cool with me. So break out your tinfoil hats. NASA scientist claims he's discovered proof of alien life. Dr. Richard Hoover says he's found traces of fossilized alien bacteria on a meteorite that landed in France in the 19th century. The bacteria is loaded with carbon, yet no nitrogen, and seemingly supports the theory of panspermia, that life exists throughout our galaxy and travels via wayward meteoroids. But don't get too excited. Another NASA scientist made similar claims in '96 that were later debunked. And one biologist is already calling Hoover's findings garbage. But that's okay, because I still believe. And finally, when older men start to experience an uncooperative wangus, they usually go for the blue pill. But the future of fixing junk dysfunction is spider venom. Yes! A bite from the Brazilian wandering spider, commonly known as the banana spider, will make someone lose control of their muscles and could slowly lead to oxygen deprivation. But those who have been bitten by the banana spider have also reported getting mad boners, scientifically known as a priapism. So that gave one physiologist a light bulb over her head, and now she's trying to repurpose the bug juice to treat sexual dysfunction in men and women. Side effects may include dry mouth, diarrhea, upset stomach, and a radioactive-born superpower. I'm Andy Allo, and you've just been fed. Now back to Kevin and Ken.
Thanks, Andy. I still don't get this portion, though. I just don't.
I don't know. It's a lot bigger on my head because I don't have all that hair. It like covers my face.
Nice.
More protection.
Okay.
Blair Herter keeps finding ways to score work-related trips to Vegas. Looks so pretty on you.
Yep, I'm sure it does. This time his write-off is courtesy of Sports Illustrated new 3D swimsuit issue.
So every year around this time, my mailman conveniently loses my Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, and I don't get to read it. But not this year, because they personally invited me here to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas to take a look at their newest issue and to talk about their move into the wonderful world of 3D. Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 3D with Sony. Tell me about this partnership, and thank you so much for doing this for us.
Oh, you're welcome. Last year we partnered with Sony. They did a little test case, and we gave them about 12 minutes of video, and it was the most downloaded video on the Sony PlayStation Network. This year we gave them 12 hours of swimsuit, so I guess you can only imagine what that means on
I can't imagine, because I've been there, you know what I mean? It's like they're in your living room. You can see the water just dripping off of them right in front of you, and they're not really weirded out by the fact that you're covered in Cheetos. They accept you for who you are, and they're still gorgeous right there in front of you, so I appreciate everything that you guys did there. Let's talk about the Sports Illustrated app on the iPad.
You download it, it's a free app. Once you launch the app, you can go into the newsstand where we have all of our issues every week, plus the swimsuit issue that just appeared.
It's my understanding that you have some models locked up in a room somewhere in here.
In an undisclosed location.
Yeah. Any way I could get a key to that place?
We'll talk off camera.
Let's do it. So, Isabel, if we were to see you in 3D, what would be your best feature?
Good question. Maybe my smile.
What was your favorite place to shoot?
Well, I shot in Singapore, in Sentosa Island, and definitely on the beach, because I'm from Brazil, so I grew up, you know, wearing bathing suits and running on the beach, so I felt like home.
Shannon, if we were to see you in 3D, what do you think would be your best feature?
Whoa, my eyes.
Your eyes? Yes. I was thinking too of something, but again, not with the eyes. I'm just so bad at this particular game.
What are you talking about, huh?
Your hands. You have really pretty hands, and I think they look great. I don't know, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Julie Henderson. These glasses, I think they're broken because you're not wearing a bikini right now.
Those are 3D glasses and not X-ray glasses.
Ah, this is very uncomfortable for me right now. Listen, I don't really ever get the chance to hang out in Vegas with pretty girls, or really girls for that matter, so can we leave here and go do something fun?
Yeah, and I have the perfect place.
Oh, let's go then. Yep. After you. And you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to see what we do.
just want to say real quick, technically the Swimsuit Illustrated edition, it's actually in 4D if you count my pants. So
Delightful.
time for Gadgetron.
Olympus wants to prove their latest DSLR can be all things to all photographers with the E5. Sporting a compact body with splash and dust protection, this digital camera is ready to work in any condition. And since it has the TruePic 5 Plus image processor, your pictures will be detailed and vivid. Throw in a 3-inch swiveling LCD and HD video recording, all for $1,700 without a lens.
Bamf.
Here it is. Now, as digital SLRs go, this one is kind of heavy.
Very heavy.
It weighs almost 2 pounds, and that's without the lens. It's half a foot long, so do you think this is too big?
But it depends on your usage. Like, clearly, this is a ruggedized camera, so it's supposed to be dust-proof, and you're right there.
It's heavy.
Yeah, no, get your reps in. Get it. Do some
Right?
curls, some tricep extensions. It's clearly dust and splash-proof, which is nice for some camera operators that are going to be in those environments. But if you're not, it just means a lot of weight. It means a lot of extra weight.
Oof, God, I got my
Right there?
workout done for the day.
That's it? You just work out one arm. It's like, it's 5 seconds.
Oh, right, I'm done.
Oh, pesky left side, I'll get to you on Thursday.
That's exactly how it works with my workouts. Now, there are a lot of buttons and switches on this thing, so does that make it hard to use?
Yeah, it actually is kind of hard to use. They tried to make a shortcut button for every frequently used function, but I think they're kind of in weird places, and using the camera is more complicated than it should be. It's missing stuff, quite frankly, that we've come to expect from DSLRs. Like, there's no mode dial. And the directional pad doesn't always do what you want it to do. And as you can see in menus here, left and right, navigates the top, but up and down navigates the bottom, as opposed to one dedicated cursor that you move around. It's just a little weird. I mean, don't get us wrong. All the manual controls make this camera extremely powerful. I'm going to give them that. But it's going to take you a while before you know how to use it efficiently.
Yes. Now, Olympus says...
A little weird, if I may.
It is a little weird, as I said. Now, Olympus says this has the world's fastest autofocus.
And it's pretty fast. When you hear the beep, it's focused. It's pretty simple. But now it's a little slower in live view mode, which is where you're watching on the actual LCD. But overall, we were pretty impressed with how quickly it focused. And then we tried to get the hell away from our subject.
Every DSLR needs to have a movie mode these days, and the E5 will record high-def footage at 30 frames a second.
And the footage looks really good. We'll give it that. The colors are bright and the details are sharp, though we did see a tiny bit of digital noise when moving the camera around a lot. Now, strangely, it only records at 720p, and we've seen better video on cheaper cameras, like the Canon 60D. That can do 1080p at 30 frames, or you can shoot in 720p at 60 frames on that camera.
Now, we're also fans of Olympus's art filters, which you can use for pictures and movies.
Yeah, people love these things. I mean, look, they're on $200 point-and-shoot cameras or 99-cent apps on your phone, but they're fun to have. And on this one, you get filters like pinhole, miniature, cross-process, and that can add a lot to your photos. I would say
cross-process.
You're a huge fan of the cross-process, aren't you?
Big time.
Have you used it since college?
Yeah, every day.
Of course. Here's the thing. I think for a professional photographer, those are the kind of effects you're going to apply in post. I mean, maybe it's nice to see it in advance, but it's an extra bullet point. It's by no means a feature that you should be screaming about.
Yeah.
Now, so stop screaming, please.
Okay.
Take that excitement down a notch.
Woo.
Yeah.
No, but here's my favorite part of Camera Prawn. How do the pictures look?
I didn't know if you were opening a can of soup with an automatic can opener, or if those were mini machine guns. Oh, it was a drum roll.
Drumming.
Okay.
with my pointers.
I forgot your question. What did you want to know again?
How do the pictures look? Is my
your favorite
question.
part. They look good. Colors are accurate. Exposure is balanced, though the focus might be a little soft at times. Otherwise, everything was practically perfect.
Like
low
Mary
light photos.
Poppins.
Just like Mary Poppins. Easy 25-year-old males. Don't tweet that she made a Mary Poppins reference. I know how excited you guys get. Low light photos are also very good, with or without the flash. I'm going to get a shot of Candace listening. It managed to let in enough light to illuminate even the darkest of places right there. Don't ask why we were leering behind that hedge.
Spooky.
Just know it's in Westwood near the college. Sorority Row.
Now, it's $1,700 without a lens.
Yeah.
So what are we rating it at that?
I'll say that again, $1,700 without a lens. At that price, it's a 3 out of 5. The design and interface are a little wonky, and even though the picture pictures look good. They aren't as good as we want them to be, and we would recommend the Canon 7D instead. This camera is only $1,700 with a lens, and it has excellent video quality, and honestly, I think it's a little easier to use. So there you have it.
Well done. Thank you, Kevin.
You're very welcome, Candace Bailey.
All right, that's it for today's Gadget Prod. But if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com. I don't know what you were doing.
Guess what?
What?
On March 15th, Adam Morgan and Man Blair are going to load up on Dunkin' Donuts coffee when they head to Boston for PAX East.
X-Play All Access will bring you the inside the 3-day festival for games of all stripes. You'll meet up with developers, cover parties, and panels. And take you behind the scenes of the best tournament.
That's right. For more information, go. Did something break? Oh, okay. I thought someone burnt the clutch on you. For more information, go to g4tv.com/PAX East 2011.
I used to do that all the time. Stay tuned. Jason Ritter from the event will be here live when we come back.
Uh-oh. Someone get a steamer, please. I don't trust those pillows now.
The feed is brought to you by the General Automobile Insurance Services. For the best car insurance rates online, go to the General and save some time.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
The event is happening again.
Stop! Don't move.
Don't shoot, I am unarmed.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Be careful with that. She works here. Where is she? Tell me where my sister is.
Tell us everything that we want to know.
Where are the girls who were just here?
Huh? Start talking.
All the test subjects have been moved. Moved where?
Where? Huh?
I can't tell you that.
Why did you take Sam? And what did you do to her?
I swear, he's really a nice guy in person. Jason Ritter, everybody! Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back, I should say.
Thank you very much.
So she was in wardrobe department. She wasn't even supposed to be in that scene. You just improv that with her, right?
I have a little bit of a temper. The camera was rolling and it actually worked.
You got to go with it. Go with it. It made it in there. So was that the event?
That was not the event.
Okay. Because, I mean, do you know has the event happened?
The event has not happened yet.
Will there be an Evite or a heads up?
Yeah.
When will we know?
I'll send out a little Evite and say, the event's happening on Tuesday. I think it's going to be, well, I heard that there's going to be a huge event at the end of the season. Whether it's the
event. Is it the event? No.
I think it is. I think it will be.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Do you think audiences will know it's the event when they see it? Will it be clear?
Yeah, the event is a world-changing thing. There's supposed to be, like, life on this planet before the event and then afterwards.
Oh, wow, okay.
There's no ignoring the event.
Okay, good. I like that. I don't know if it's going to be like, if it was going to flash, like, put on your 3D glasses now, like, by the way, here it comes. Oh, the event.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, the event's on.
No, whether you RSVP or not, it's happening.
So you guys, it's been a 3-month break.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who are kicking their TiVos, waking them up, what is going to be new or different? Are you guys fundamentally changing the way the show plays out, or?
Well, there have been a lot of structural differences. I guess they're done with telling all of the backstory and the things in the past. They've said everything they want to say. They've they've showed you who all the characters were and why they are the way they are. So now it's just it's a linear show now. There's no flashbacks.
So it's like the table's set, let's eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
And so now, and there just was a lot of setup, and so now they're really, we know where everyone's going, and all the characters are starting to interact a little bit more, so I get to act with other people. I was doing a lot of stuff with Sarah Romer, which is not a bad thing.
There are far worse fates, my friend.
Worse fates. But now I'm getting to work with, Laura Innes and some of the other actors, so it's a lot of fun.
Now they're letting me out. I see sun on the set. I see sunlight. It sounded a little abused, Jason. Are you all right? Do I need to go over there? No.
Don't make me go back. I love it.
So now, you know, the show was off the air for 3 months. You were probably still working, though, and shooting like mad.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, the whole reason for the break was so that they could stockpile enough episodes so that once it starts tonight, there'll be a new episode every Monday until the end of the
Until 2017.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys shot 40 seasons.
Yes, we did.
In the last 3 months.
Just in case.
So they're hoarding episodes. I like that.
Exactly.
And then if you had downtime, I know you're a bit of a gamer. Are you rocking anything? What do you?
Yeah, right now I'm on PlayStation 3. I'm going through all that old like Genesis collection, and so I'm playing all the Golden Axe 1 through 3, Streets of Rage 1 through 3.
Now we're talking. I just love it's like all this modern technology. I'm harnessing the power of the PS3, the cell processor, the Blu-ray, the PlayStation Network to play Genesis games. Just 16-bit classic goodness.
Just
it's
jumping
so good.
around, punching awkward kicks, and
It's always
just no animation. Just
and it's always the same noise when they jump. Yeah. It's like, don't you get tired of making that damn squeal?
Yeah. Well, and I also love they don't do this anymore in games where you kill a guy and you hear that. To like symbolize that they're dead.
I like back in the day, you knew who was winning in a bar fight because he was red and blinking fast. It was like, who's gonna lose? Oh, it's him.
Yeah,
it's him.
They should. They'll install that into our bodies eventually, so that we know.
Of course, yeah. And then when we're hurting, instead of trips to the hospital, we'll kick open a barrel and there will be a turkey dinner. It was good.
This is great.
So
I feel
good.
a lot
Awesome.
better.
That's
I've been stabbed and hit with a baseball bat, but this turkey has healed me.
This dumpster turkey is delicious. Oh, 16-bit healthcare. All right, now I have to call you out in a very positive way about your Twitter. We might need an intervention, actually, because we love a good pun around the old Attack of the Show set. But you might have a problem, Jason.
I do have a problem. I admit it, and it was a private problem until Twitter existed, and I could squeeze my puns out without having to look at people's faces, just like a shameful, get it out into the world. Leave me.
They're enjoyable, they are witty, but I can only imagine them in your voice, and so I was hoping you could read a handful of your puns to the kids at home. If you wouldn't mind. Can you?
I have some right here.
Well, I'm glad you prepared them. Thank you.
My gum has lost all of its flavor, but I want to see what happens if I keep chewing it anyway, just as an experiment.
Okay, no, I disagree with our soundboard. Let's try. Let's get it on. Yeah, that was good. I get it. Yeah.
Given the choice between the ability to keep a beat or the ability to create a formula for solving a problem, I'll go rhythm every time.
No, come on! That's it. You're the new Punisher. No, you turn that around. Jason Ritter is the Punisher. Sorry, Bernardo. Jason, awesome. So good to chat with you, man.
Thanks for having me.
Please let me know when the event happens.
Yes.
On RSVP. You guys can catch the 2-hour return of the event tonight on NBC. And coming up next, get the most out of your Motorola Zoom with some help from WebTools. That's nice of WebTools. Can we get a towel and cap?
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Michelle Rodriguez joins us with the lowdown on her new film, Battle Los Angeles, and her own personal plans for the apocalypse. Then, what do you get when you mix Sports Illustrated swimsuit models and guns? Who cares? It's TV magic. And Chris Gore locks and loads for The Walking Dead Season 1 and brings you a zombie rapid fire on DVD Tuesday. See it tomorrow.
Yes!
The iPad 2 launches this week, and you may not give a damn.
Yeah, that's why today on WebTools we have some great apps for the Motorola Zoom.
The iPad isn't the only game in town. Powerful Android tablets like the Motorola Zoom can be a mobile gamer's best friend. Here are 2 great ways to make the most of that high-def screen. First, grab Cordy. In this ridiculously cute puzzle platformer, you leap and dash your way through each of the game's areas, restoring electricity to the land. Collect cogs and battery power-ups to open each level's exit door. Actually reaching the next area may involve pushing and pulling blocks, stacking barrels, stepping on switches, or swinging from ledges to reach your goal. QWERTY's physics-based gameplay feels just right, and the on-screen controls are easy to navigate. The action buttons change depending on what object you're interacting with, so you won't be fumbling while attempting a precise maneuver. The game looks sharp on the Zoom's bright display, and the frame rate never slows no matter how fast QWERTY runs. The biggest surprise is that QWERTY is completely free, and the game's developer promises even more free levels soon. Now, wash away all that cuteness with Samurai 2: Vengeance, a bloody hack-and-slash game loaded with action. The story unfolds via nicely drawn comic book panels, but who cares about story when there are Shogun warriors to slice in half? As the vengeful samurai, you move through each level using a virtual analog thumb pad. Attack and evade with 3 action buttons along the right side of the screen. One executes a fierce slash attack, another a quick stab, and the third is a dodge button for getting into and out of tight spots. Combine the 2 attack moves in different ways for multi-hit combos that add to your score. As you advance, you can upgrade your sword skills to execute more combos. Each round ends with a climactic boss battle that demands skillful evasion and well-timed attacks. The 3D graphics are rendered in a beautiful hand-drawn anime style and look as good as a pricey console game. Samurai 2: Vengeance serves up hours of eye candy and blade-swinging fun. Get down and dirty for just $5 in the Android marketplace. From cutesy puzzle solvers to action-filled bloodbaths, these games prove that Android is a first-class gaming platform. So ditch that iPad and go Android.
How about we read some tweets?
Okay, let's do it.
Pick your poison.
R silent. Is it weird that I get a broner for Jason Ritter?
Actually, R silent. Truth be told, as we were leaving the interview, he was leaving the studio.
Yeah, he mentioned
Jason
that
Ritter
one.
looked over and was like, "A broner?" And I get it. He's like,
I've never heard that.
He said, "I've never heard that before." And yes, that is weird.
Agreed.
So now you know. Osiris1320 says that you just invented a new use for drum rolls, or a new saying to use for drum rolls. Electric can opener, please. It did sound like.
That sounds like
It kind of sounds.
drum roll, y'all.
Sounds. Yeah, no. The confusion isn't what it's supposed to be. We get what it's supposed to be. The confusion is what it sounds like.
Thanks to Jason Ritter and